The downward move is over, the game has changed. We're seeing a solid medium-term trend-based long setup. All we need to do now is manage our stop losses. It's the traders who use technical analysis that make money in the stock market. This is very important. Hello everyone, welcome to the Old Trader channel. My name is Vladimir Karashov. Today we're going to talk about Netflix. Let's discuss it once more. In our last video, we were discussing when a good trading setup would emerge. That situation has now occurred. So friends, make sure to watch this video until the end. As always, the best part is at the end where we'll look at how and why this medium-term setup played out. Before we start, please give this video a like, get comfortable, and let's dive right in. Netflix. I intentionally didn't draw any levels because the key here is the approach to trend analysis. Let's briefly recap what I mentioned in the previous video. After the uptrend ended, a downward move began, resulting in this candle in February of this year, where the candle body's highs exceeded the previous one, and the wick also went higher. That's it. At that point, it became clear to major market players that the downward move was over. There's no point in trying to short it now or looking for setups to open short positions. Done. The downward move, this specific downward move, was completed in February. So what do we do next, friends? Now we understand that the game has changed. Traders playing the long side are now in a much stronger position. Let's look at how to find a long trading setup. To do this, we drop down to a lower time frame, the weekly chart, and observe how the correction pattern is developing there. This is crucial. The correction shouldn't be deep, it should be either shallow or sideways. That's very important. At the end of the correction, we need to see a small candle with low volatility and short wicks on both the top and bottom. If that candle breaks out, we get a solid medium-term trend-following long setup. Let's see what happened with Netflix. Friends, before we begin, first, please make sure to like this video. And second, watch our previous video to understand the company's analysis over time. Look, the highs we had when the trend ended, again, the downtrend ended in February. In March, we attempted to push higher. Let's check the highs, $100.19. And now let's move to a medium-term time frame. Take a look. Here is the situation. The maximum value is $100.19, and a corrective pattern began to form. The first week, the second week, the third week. And right here, friends, we recorded a video suggesting that if next week, which is this current week, right, we break through the highs of the previous weekly candle, including the upper wick, we'll have a solid medium-term trend trading setup. This is very important. And that's exactly what happened. Notice that this week we're moving higher than the peak of this previous weekly candle. To recap, that's the $95.86 level. The position is open. The stop loss level is set below the lows of last week's candle. That level is, let's see, $90.82. And then, while in the position, all we need to do is manage the stop loss, meaning trailing it behind the momentum. Currently, the stop loss is at, I'll say it again, $90.82. For next week, the stop loss will be the low of the current weekly candle, which is $92.22. So we'll see how things develop from here. Friends, I showed you this video specifically so you'd understand that technicals are very important. It's the traders who make decisions based on technical analysis who actually make money in the market. This is crucial because there are many trading philosophies. Some trade the news, some use fundamental analysis, and others follow different strategies. But again, it's the ones who trade technical analysis that make money in the stock market. And another vital point, the higher the time frame, the better technical analysis works. This is the base, the foundation, the quintessence of market trading. The higher the time frame and the more liquid the stock, the better technical analysis performs. So friends, keep this in mind and use it. Good luck with your trades, everyone. Talk to you and see you soon.